The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, McNair. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Throwing to start the drive. Bradshaw. And this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, the 40, 30, 10. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Griffin, airing this one out for Evans. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now McNair steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Second down 6. Check 26, check 26. Check out, check out. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check. 49, check 49, check 49.
Here's McNair. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now McNair. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite play.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 28.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They go play action. Griffin, they'll roll him out right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Griffin. Pass incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives. But right. It's on the board.
Get their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
You go tight. You got tight.
McNair to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd and long. McNair. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Grant. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 41, Griffin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's McNair. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. He's going to loft one, deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McNair. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd down, McNair. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now left side on the swing pass. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Griffin to throw. He's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On first down, Griffin. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is RG3. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw on third down, McNair. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Johnny Hekker now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes Grant on the return. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards. Oh, he did. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we've hit halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 52 yards. On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. They run again with Breida. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Out of the gun, Griffin. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. A first down carry now for Yeldon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, again. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 4 down. Check.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
He's coming, check in your face.
Now McNair looking for a 1st down throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And once again, that middle going to be clogged up as he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and 2, McNair. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 4th down, McNair. And the pressure gets to him again. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Griffin. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Griffin. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here's Griffin. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on third down, McNair. And he finds a man in a crossing route. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 44-yard line. On first down, it's McNair. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is down to 2. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run with their fullback. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Third down, here's McCaffrey. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. 16 yards, a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trey Flowers picks it. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Washington, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.